Alright, we built with the youngin' real quick. I already shut him down though. If you think about it, I already talked about what food is. Like we already shut what he talking about down. Like, but I'm just gonna go into more minute details on the subject so that he could take the mathematics, as he call it, so that he can understand it his way. I can hear him now. Yeah,
Yo,
I can
what's
hear
good? What's good, bro?
Cool,
What's
cool,
going
cool.
on, man?
It's all good, man. You know.
Yo, bro, it ain't no beef over here, bro. It's just I like to spit facts, and when I spit it, it's so strong,
Yo,
niggas can't really comprehend it, bro.
yo, listen, man. Listen. First and foremost, you know what I mean. I could tell that you've been on the internet, man. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I could tell you got a lot of knowledge, and I respect that. You feel what I'm saying?
No
But I
doubt.
want you to understand is that I'm your OG. Like when I say OG, I mean like I'm where you headed. I've already been there. I hear the knowledge you talking about the trees, and I've studied that stuff. I've already been there. I'm telling you that maybe, just maybe, just maybe, you wrong, and I could prove it.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead. Let me hear it, bro. I'm willing to, bro. I'm open to any conversation. I'm not that kind of nigga, bro. You already know.
First thing first. I want you to know I'm reaching out to you because I care about you. Because I'm already living my life. I'm already
Right.
in my world. Like I'm where you want to be. I'm where you trying to get. Like I'm already there. So you have to know that I'm not getting paid for this. This is only to show you love. Because I truly care about you. Because I would want someone to do this for my hard-headed ass. Because I was hard-headed just like you, homie. I thought I knew. And I bumped my fucking head. And it's my job to reach out to somebody like myself. I see my past self and give you the facts and the mathematics, as you say, to show you that that's not true. What you talking about is not true. But first of all, I want you to explain your theory to everybody about raw fooders, about being raw food.
All right. This is my whole thing about raw foodism, right? If you break it down for what it is, right? You look at how we was born. I follow the animals. The animals to me is the teacher right now because everybody's fucked up. The animals is ahead of us, so we got to follow what they doing. If the animals ain't cooking food, we ain't got no business touching food because the universe created the food in a specific manner for us to consume. It's meant to affect the body in a specific vibrational frequency. So therefore, if you adjust the food, you're basically insulting the creator. You're telling the creator that I need to manipulate your food because it's not doing what I want it to do for my body when the creator is correct. So therefore, we have to accept the fact that we need to stop manipulating these foods because you guys are on the frequency, but I sense that it can be more enhanced if you follow the raw vegan diet because your brain and your body operates on that frequency. If you eat the correct things the creator created for you, because we are beings inside of the creator. We must follow his rules. We must show him respect and praise his food and not manipulate it. You know what I'm saying? Can you comprehend what I'm saying right there, bro?
Yeah, but you have to understand one thing, brother. First and foremost, we're not living in a perfect world.
No doubt.
You gotta play the cards that you dealt. What you gonna realize when you come out into this world is not perfect, bro. Like even the fruit that you getting now is grafted and genetically modified. I'm just letting you know that I'm in the tropics, homie. You understand? I understand farming because I'm out here. I've been out here for a long time. Anybody know that? I know the things that you don't know. I've seen the things that you haven't seen. You're not living in the perfect world. On top of that, I'm going to show you how I came to the understanding because I was just like you. I was a raw foodist. And basically, we still eat raw. We just eat, certain cooked foods. We implement cooked food with raw food. Like we basically like, we vegans, but we eat mostly raw food. Like right now, we got a mango right here. I'm about to bang this mango out. We eat nuts, raw food. We eat once a day. I designed a perfect meal to keep you a man, to keep you feeling. I've already been to the mountaintop. I've been raw vegan. I've been raw fruitarian, bro. Like I'm telling you, right? Peep the game, though. I'm going to show you something. Here, the facts are in the details. You're saying when you cook the food, you're damaging the design of God, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. If I could prove to you that that's not true, what would you say?
Well, this is the first thing I will base the whole conversation on, bro. If everybody in the world did what we did, would the world be a better place? If everybody stopped in their footprints right now and started a fire, would it benefit the planet? But if everybody was to take a raw food and throw the seed into the jungle and let it grow, would the world be a better place? So you compare them two algorithms and you start to see the consistencies of that equation. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. Number one, we live in the world that we live in. We're not in paradise. When I say the world, the earth is a paradise, right? It's a paradise realm. Let me let you understand what the earth is first. Okay. The earth is a dimension of your mind. The sun is your full soul. We are living in a dimension of our mind. The sun is your full mind.
Right. But
you are living in a dimension of your mind. You're living in there's different realms and levels of heaven, of a heavenly realm. Earth is a transitioning realm. This is not the realm where you eat fruit and you live happily ever after. No. This is a realm three planets away from being. You got Mercury and you have Venus that are closest to the sun. These are the higher realms. The closer we are to the sun, the higher we are in dimension of mind. So you have a solar system. We're in the third dimension or the third realm of our mind, because you have Mercury, which is the second dimension, which is closer to the sun, which is a higher frequency. And then you have Venus, which is a very heavenly realm. Then you have the sun itself, which is there's existence in the all. That's the all. That's when you are completely understanding and you're nothing. And you basically become nothing. To become something is to live in one of these dimensions of your own mind. So the earth plane is an actual dimension. So when you came here, you logged into obstacles. These obstacles on how to get to, I can show you how to get to the next dimension, which is Mercury or Venus of your mind.
No doubt. And I don't doubt it. I believe you 1,000%. You know what I mean? And I do respect you because of the fact you was able to break down the mathematics in a more clear tone for me. Because me being like a mathematician, I see everything as everything I do, it affects something else. So everything in my life is like, it's like, bro, this is mathematics. And the algorithm to life is just simply supporting your people to come. We trying to make it better for our people to come. You feel what I'm saying? If we had that mentality, that's the part of the instinct that gives us the guide to life.
Number one, you don't have any people. You don't have any people. You don't have no people. You don't have nothing, because you are nothing. You don't have nothing but your own being and control over what your own being has control over. We are here to learn ourselves. We are here to have knowledge of self, not a group, just you. And when you find yourself, you become benefit to a bunch of other people. When you truly find yourself, when you speak, you'll be a benefit to a bunch of other people. Right now, what you're speaking is truth, but it's not real. It's not reality, okay? You cannot, at this point, just say, I'm going to be a fruitarian. You can do that, but you'll be being extreme, and you don't need to do that shit. You don't need to. You're going to get real skinny, and you're going to look malnutrition, because that's not the shit that needs to be done. And I'm telling you that right now. But you can go do it. There's a whole bunch of people that's doing it. They look sick as fuck. I don't know if you ever see them, but they just look crazy. I was already doing. I was mono eating. I went days and days without eating. Anybody around me knows I made people fast around me, right? It was then that I understood that food was energy, and that people that are breatharians are actually feeding off the energies around them. So if you're around someone that is raw vegan, chances are they will suck your energy dry, because these people, the human body knows how to, in this electrical magnetic field, it will snatch energy and feed off the energy of people around them, just to get the nutrition it needs for its cells. Okay? When you're malnutritious, you are actually sucking energy from other people and not realizing it.
Facts.
Raw vegans, you can see them. Their eyes are poked in. They love to be around other people, telling them about how they're not supposed to be vegan. And in that process, they're actually feeding off of other people. You got people that have pages full of why you should be a vegan. These people are actually feeding off the arguments of people. They're actually feeding off other people's energy on the internet. If you get in an argument with them, they are actually feeding off. You ever fed off knowledge?
Absolutely. I mean, I be building my people, so it feel like we don't even need to eat. But I'm gonna go back to the raw foods and why I do it. This is the truth.
I'm gonna finish what I'm saying real quick.
And then go ahead.
So then, boom. So most people that are eating raw are malnutritious, and when they do it, they are actually vampires to people around them. When your body is malnutrition, it gets what it needs. First, it takes from the stored fat on your body. Your body, when you overeat, it'll store fat on your body. And that is energy. Those cells are energy. Then your body will start to eat. If you stop eating, your body will it will eat your own body. Your body will eat itself. Like if you stop eating, if fat people just want to get skinny, all they got to do is start eating less than they usually eat. Drink water, eat fruit. Then their body's going to eat because it's going to be shocked. When the body is shocked, then the body wants to eat itself. So it stores fat on the side of it so that it can eat its own self. Your body will start to eat itself. Once it cannot eat itself no more, it will start to feed on entities and energies external from it. So you ever been with somebody that most of these people will drain the shit out of your energy without you even knowing it. And they go online and they create these groups. You ever know raw food vegans go hard as fuck online. They want to get into the arguments. They want to be in the forums. They are seeking to feed off your literal energy to survive, to make this sufficient for them to actually feed their cells. That's a fact. And that's what you got to realize. Energy is food. Before you have anything, energy is food. So people are energy. You're an energy. You're a food. Right. We could feed off of each other. We're solar systems. But you don't want to be stealing somebody's energy or draining their energy, not even knowing that you're doing it. So you got these people online that have these pages full of why you should be a vegan. And look, and they're on the line all day arguing. They don't even know why they're doing it. They're doing it just to feed off the malnutrition that they have, that their body can no longer eat itself. So psychologically, it creates a way of feeding itself by arguing about veganism.
Right. But say if the whole planet was raw vegan, won't we feed off each other's energy and it'll be in an equilibrium because we all feeding off each other?
Right. So you're saying that we don't need to feed off each other because we have nature as a resource. What I'm telling you is this: you should be able to be in a group of people without draining their energy. Like you should be a power source. You'd be able to give people energy and they take energy, but not to a point where you got vegans that are. Let me get that. What's the name? And you bring some water, bro? Yeah. I appreciate it. Because right now I'm giving a lot of energy to a raw veganist. I gotta recharge. I gotta recharge right now because goddamn it, I know how this works. I know how my energy works, and I can give you my energy, and you can feed off my energy alone to the point where you don't even need a meal for the day. And you always usually seek people that have plenty of light, which is consciousness. You usually want to attach yourself to people that have consciousness so that you can actually feed off of that. And it's not good because all I'm going to do is go grab a fucking mango, drink some water, and go grab some natural resource. And that's what I'm telling you. You should be able to find a way to power your own energy sufficiently without tapping into another person's energy, sucking their energy dry. Go ahead, brother.
I mean, yeah, I get what you're saying, bro, but you know, before we even get in the diet, I just want people to focus on what life is, bro, and start to see this thing for what it is. Simply off the fact that the creator, all he wants to do is stay alive. He doesn't want to cease into existence. You feel what I'm saying? So therefore, if the creator is constantly trying to grow, we need to be supporting this system, bro. And I don't believe Cook Foods does that, bro. I feel like
first of all, there's no creator. There's no creator. There's no creator. Nothing, energy cannot be created nor destroyed. So therefore, there's no creator. There cannot be a creator if energy cannot be created nor destroyed because energy doesn't exist as it is. So there's no creator, there's no beginning, and there's no end. You understand?
I get what you're saying, but I do believe the universe has a consciousness, bro. It has a main consciousness. It comes in the form of a person if it's necessary, just like it is on Earth because the Earth is so unbalanced. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Does that make sense? So
no, the Earth is not unbalanced. The Earth is not unbalanced. You're unbalanced. The Earth is fine. The Earth is just fine.
The Earth is fine, bro.
The Earth is just fine. You can't. We can't even. Yeah, we can't harm the Earth.
I mean, I know we can't harm it, but we can throw this whole solar system out of whack. You feel me?
No, we can't. No, we can't. We are not that.
We're
not that big. We're very minute and small compared to the
like
Earth.
I said, look,
we can only destroy our own selves. We cannot. Humanity is extinct. Not the Earth. The Earth is not extinct. Humanity is extinct because the Earth will swallow the fucking Earth, the human up. The human is destroying itself. You can't destroy the Earth. The Earth is forever. You can't even do nothing to the earth. We can only make ourselves extinct and mutate ourselves into a fucking monster or a zombie. So what I'm saying to you is this. You have to understand one thing when it comes to raw food. And I'm gonna show you the facts right now on why raw food is not better than cooked food, as you say, right? When you say vegan food, vegan food, you're saying it destroys the food. Now, when you say food, we have to understand the building blocks of food. The building blocks of food are cells. And inside of each cell is the nucleus, and inside every nucleus is DNA. So when we're talking about food, we have to study genetics. You must become a biologist, okay? And this is where it comes to understanding if we are destroying the food when we cook it. Are we destroying the genetic code in the food when we cook it? That's the question, because that's what we're getting from the food that we eat. We're actually getting information. So the only way we can destroy the food by cooking it is that when you cook food, that you destroy DNA. Does cooking food destroy the DNA of the food? If it does not destroy these molecules, then it doesn't matter if you eat raw or you eat cooked. As long as you learn how to balance it to give you the energies you need, long as it's vegan and it's organically from the earth, it doesn't matter if it's cooked or if it's raw, as long as it doesn't tamper with the genetic code of the food. Because we have to talk about DNA if we're going to talk about destroying the food by cooking it. And this is where I'm going to teach you.
Okay. And like I said, my whole learning journey was me putting it into my own perspective. I did everything off of experiments. You feel me? That's the best way anybody should learn. Even though you can learn off another man's mistakes, absolutely. I believe that, and that's absolutely true. But can
you learn from scientific facts?
Well, sometimes the scientific facts ain't even correct. You feel me? They're not. You
well,
have to put it into your reality.
A fact is something that can be proven
consistently.
Exactly. So when I say scientific fact, I'm talking about something that can be proven genetically. Now, I want to show you something real quick. Facts. I want to show you something.
And your joint.
Here's a video.
Hold on, I keep seeing the joint, like I don't even see your face. Oh no, you good. You can just go ahead, bro. If you can talk, if you can speak it, I'll listen, bro.
Nah, you need to see this. You have to see it. Okay, we live again. All right. It seems like we good now. Y'all might have, okay, good. Now, if dude want to come in the room, we can go, you can hear and see. Okay, good. Organic peace, I ain't fucking with you till you apologize, homie. You need to learn how to respect. You need to learn how to respect your elders, homie. I ain't fucking with you till you learn how to have some respect for your elders, bruh. And I'm all good. I'm all good with people challenging me. Because if I'm going to have a leader, you're going to have to fight me. And you're going to have to beat me. You see what I'm saying? But I'm going to come asking questions, asking questions. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be disrespectful to the elder. But I'm waiting for the ball right now. We're going to build. Waiting for him to enter the room. We're going to build. And then if he don't enter the room, I'm still going to give the lecture. Because he doesn't understand. He's telling people you got to eat raw food. You got to eat raw food only. And don't understand that that's not the truth. And I'm going to show him right now why that's not the truth. We all supposed to be eating from the earth organically, but it doesn't have to be raw. You can't cook your food. You can get your culinary art on. You can cook your food. It's not going to hurt you to cook your food. It doesn't damage the food to cook it. I'm going to show you right now how it doesn't damage your food to cook it. You can get your culinary arts on. You can use your spices and your herbs. You can be your vegan. Make sure it's organic. Make sure it comes from the earth. And make sure you have fruits and vegetables and seeds and grains. It's all good. Pharaoh can't expose nobody but himself. He a hoe. He wouldn't do that in real life. So I ain't even worried about that nigga. But he not here. So dude not coming in the room. I don't know where he at. I don't know how to invite people, but he knew his live. So look, I'm gonna do this live. Y'all can share it with him later. You know what I'm saying? So boom. This guy named Mike. This guy named Bruce Lipton. And we need to understand with food. Here's a mango. I'm about to eat this mango. What's making this mango nutritious for me is the DNA in it. Is the DNA, the microRNAs inside this fruit will communicate with the microRNA in my cells when I digest it. Okay, I think he's here now. Hold on. Let me see if I can add him in. I ain't worried about him, man. He a hoe. He a hoe. Hey, yo,
Right.
hello?
I'm here,
okay.
bro.
All right, so as you eating your apple.
By me and pineapple, bro.
That's not a good food to eat.
Nah.
But anyway, nah. But you could look into that. You could look into that fruit. You shouldn't eat pineapple, but you could look into that later. Why you shouldn't eat pineapple? But listen, I'm going to prove to you that cooking the food does not destroy what makes the food nutritious. Long as you're eating from the earth, long as you're eating organically from the earth, you can get your culinary art on. You can use, you can eat and enjoy your food and cook your food. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm going to show you right now. MicroRNAs carry genetic turn genes off and on. That's what's in your food. And your pineapple you're eating right now, there's microRNAs in it. This is why they genetically splice in and genetically modifying food. They do this through the microRNAs. See, here at Carbonation, we're biologists. Like, we study astrology and biology. We're heavy on it. And I did like a 2-hour course on this. A 2-hour course on this.
I watched it, bro.
Really? So it's impossible that you don't understand this part then.
I got a great story.
What's up with the value?
Many times science is just about minutiae details that are totally uninteresting to the general public. But I have an article today that is going to change the world. And it's about a new understanding of what is called microRNAs. Oh, wait, it's not that serious. Let me just tell you about it. Here's what it's all about. Once, a long time ago, we thought that genes controlled life. And then there new research that information that I was pioneering over 45 years ago in my stem cell cultures have now revealed a new science of genetics called epigenetics, which simply means epi above genetics, so above genetics, information and control above genetics.
I want you to know I did this video in 2014, 2015. I did this video in 2015. I edited this video in 2015.
Word.
We find that the environment is translated by the cell, and that environmental information is then used to select and activate the genes. So this is really cool, and this is epigenetics. And yet we find out, well, what is it that actually alters the readout of the genes? Well, that's where the microRNAs come in.
Okay, so the microRNAs alter the readout of the genes, okay? Once we understand genetics, we understand that microRNAs, they basically come in.
And we find that the microRNAs are actually epigenetic mechanisms. The microRNAs bind to the...
This is your RNA. This is your RNA right here in your body. This is the food you eat's RNA. It comes in and binds
chromosomes and alter the readout of the genes. So that a single gene program can be modified to create thousands of different kinds of proteins from the same blueprint based on this epigenetic modification.
This is the problem with GMO foods, because once you change the RNA in the food, you can actually control people's minds, because at the end of the day, genes control behavior. So therefore, if someone can turn off and off a gene, on and off a gene, that's why, I don't know if you ever heard of CRISPR. They have a new thing called CRISPR now, that they have a microRNA that they can put inside of a being and design it to turn it off and on genes within the being. They could put that in your food. They're spraying your skies with microRNAs, because you can inhale microRNAs. They can put it in your water. MicroRNAs, they live through, and I'm gonna show you in this video. Watch this.
For the longest time, we thought if we just eat food, our digestive system breaks down that food, and the cooking will break down living things or freezing and all that will neutralize all the aspects of the food so that we can use just
Nanotechnology,
food as
exactly.
building blocks. However, something new is found, and this is about the microRNA.
Okay, here it is. Listen up about the microRNA. Listen.
It turns out that the microRNA molecules in the food we eat is picked up by our digestive system and transferred to our own cells and regulates our own genetics.
Wait a minute. Wait, first of all, you're not going to speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
Of course, I edited this. You know, I made it funny. So, you know,
Right.
that's just my little humor in there.
Food we eat is picked up by our digestive system and transferred to our own cells and regulates our own genetics.
So all of a sudden, the concept of what you eat, you become, actually has a scientific foundation to it. It says that we alter our own genetic readout by the food we eat. This study by Bouchereau and Choupeau, we're studying the uptake of microRNAs from rice in diets of an Asian diet. And what they found was that the microRNAs were not broken down in the digestive system. They were picked up intact from the food, transported across the wall of the gut, and then they entered the blood of our biology, our body. Well, this becomes really, really relevant in a world where we are now playing with genetically modified foods, because we're going to be picking up epigenetic microRNAs that we have no knowledge about, that have never really been in our diet or on our planet before. What is the consequence of altering our genetics with unknown microRNAs? Well, we're soon going to find out about that. And here's a very important point about the microRNAs.
Here's a very important part about the microRNAs. Here it is, bro. Here's the difference. Here's the difference. Watch this.
No matter if you cook the food, you freeze the food, the microRNAs are very small molecules and very stable. And these molecules don't break down. So that you always are getting active genetic regulating molecules from the food you eat.
Whether you cook it or not, bruh. You see that? This is science. Now, you said mathematics. You said that you understand mathematics. Well, what regulates your cells and all that you are is microRNAs. That's what you're eating for. I don't know if you know what you're eating for. You eat it for nutrition, but the nutrition is genetics. So the genes are actually communicating with the genes in your cells through the microRNAs. These microRNAs cannot be broken down even if you cook them. It doesn't matter. You're still going to get the microRNAs. It doesn't matter. You're not going to want to cook an apple unless you're making like an apple pie or some shit like that.
Right.
But what I'm saying is,
I feel you. Let me explain to you too, because I wanted to get into why I do it too. It's not just raw foods,
I know.
bro.
All right. So let me finish what I'm saying now, and
All
I
right,
got
go.
you. So so Pete Gaines, listen. So whether you cook the food or not, it's still in communication with the universe, long as it's organically from the earth. It doesn't matter if you cook the food or not. This is a fact. You said that you base all your knowledge in mathematics. Now I have proven to you, and you can go do more research. You can look into microRNAs. We can break that down. We got CRISPR. It's a whole bunch of information that I've done for 2 hours about this. Why I said it's okay to eat the potato. Why I said it's okay to eat rice. It's okay. Why I said it. And I show people the evidence why. This is it right here. You cannot break down these molecules. And I'm just saying, I say raw food is a preference. We're half raw, we're half cooked. But either way, we're eating from the earth organically, and we're in communication with the universe. If you eat a potato is literally the earth. It is the earth. It is on the earth's frequency, and it will light up a light bulb. Everybody know a potato has earth energy, telluric energy in it. If you eat a potato, you are what you eat. You put yourself on the earth's frequency. That's why we eat this potato. Plus, the potato is high in B6. So it not only gets you on a regular digestive system because it makes you regular as far as going to use the bathroom, but the potato also is high in B6, and it creates extra neurons to create make you more conducive to your cells communicating and the neurons of your cells communicating. You understand in synapses. So if you study the potato's not bad. The potato got a bad rap about how people cook the potato, what people put on the potato, the potato's not a bad thing. And this is what I had broke down. and I show people the mathematics of why I done what I've done.
No doubt, no doubt.
You understand? So I'm
Yeah.
listening to you. I'm listening to you, King.
All right, so I go back to when I was a young boy. I came up. I used to have a very clear complexion, right? Started noticing when I turned about 14 and 15, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I'm on a Proactive. I'm on all this other shit, and I came to realize that the only thing that was helping my body can have that clear complexion was the raw foods. The minute I touch cooked food, nigga, I get a fucking like a cyst. That's my body telling me, don't put cooked food into your body, because what's happening is
I
your
think that's
body
your
thinks,
mind.
I
I
mean,
think
it
that
could be.
your mind,
Look,
your
you're
mind
right.
is so powerful because of your belief system. You're ruled by it. No, your mind creates boundaries and realities. Like your mind literally will make you believe. It's called the placebo effect. Your mind will literally make you think something, and it will show in the physical realm.
No
The
doubt.
doctors are doing this all day. They
No
tell people
doubt.
they got herpes, they tell people they got HIV, and they make people sick. If your mind believes something, and this is why I'm giving you the facts behind it, so you can free your mind from that belief system, which is a boundary. It creates a boundary for you and puts you in a prison. I'm showing you genetically that that's not true with the facts and mathematics. You said you base everything on mathematics. I'm showing you mathematics right here.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but also we gotta look at the science as well. When you put anything foreign into your body that's not made by the creator, not altered, it affects your body in a specific way, because the universe is that complex of a mathematical equation of life.
Well, even if
see
you
what I'm
eat your
saying?
food, it's being cooked inside your stomach.
I mean,
It has
yes,
to be
but
digested and broke down
your
in your
body
stomach.
is meant to do that, not
Okay.
you. Your body is the oven. Your body is the oven.
Okay, but what I'm saying to you is this: if I just showed you that the microRNAs, which are what you're eating for anyway, are not altered in any kind of way, and it doesn't tamper with it, then we can eat cooked food long as it's organically from the earth. Is what I'm telling you. You're creating a boundary and creating a paradigm within your mind that's limiting you. And I had to understand that. And I'm telling you this so that you don't have to go down.
Listen, bro. I get the RNA part, but let's talk about what it's doing besides the RNA. Let's talk about what the body's reacting to.
You can't say beside the RNA. Now you're saying let's talk about something subjective, how it makes me feel personally. Now that's your personal preference. That's subjective. I'm talking about mathematics here. You can tell me your personal preference all you want. That's subjective. I'm telling you the objective fact right here. The brother right here just told us right here. They do not, and you can go online and look at microRNAs. They're not broken down because they're very small molecules, and they cannot be broken down by cooking. You can't break them down. You're still in communication with your universe. Speaks through genetic code. It doesn't speak through your taste buds and stuff like that. It's supposed to taste good to you, but it speaks through genetic code, mathematics, like you said, right? I'm showing you right now. It doesn't matter as long as it's organically from the earth and not genetically modified. Like Bruce said, it will not be broken down.
All right.
And now you could tell me your subjective view. You could tell me.
No, this ain't subjective. I don't know.
No, I'm talking about personally. You telling me personally. You saying personally is better for me, and I'm telling you that's not mathematical.
Let me just go. Let me go. I'm talking about. You ever heard a theory about when you put a cooked food in your body sees it as a foreign entity and attacks it with your white blood cells?
I never heard about that. All I heard about is the mathematics. That's a theory. I'm talking about facts here. You're going into theory. I'm talking about facts. MicroRNAs. I study microRNAs. I'm basically a biologist. I could pull up so many articles for you on microRNA, as he did so right here. He's telling you it cannot be. Let me just play it one more time so you can hear him. Everybody else can hear him.
Here's a very important point about the microRNAs. No matter if you cook the food, you freeze the food, the microRNAs are very small molecules and very stable. And these molecules don't break down. So that you always are getting active genetic regulating molecules from the food you eat. Good idea now to think about what are you eating.
Okay, so somebody said let him talk. All I'm saying, I'm gonna let you talk, but I'm gonna let you know from right now on, after we heard the fact, everything that you're about to say is based in subjectivity and your own personal thing. And you said you only base yourself in mathematics. So therefore, this right here is it. That I just proved it to you right there with mathematics. Boom, right there. And you can do more research if you want. Now you can tell me your subjective views on how you feel about it.
I'll break it down so you can understand, right? So let's say life is a mathematical equation. The mathematical equation is based on the fact that you're following the divine plan of the universe, which is to grow and to expand. If life is meant to grow and to expand, we have to follow the rules that God has put in front of us, which is not to alter his creation. We're meant to eat that exact food he gave us and not alter it at all. So therefore, if we alter that, then we come
It's not
out
a
of the
he.
mathematical equation, right? If you're in
It's not a
algebra
he.
class, listen, bro, just listen. If you're in algebra class, the teacher gives you a problem, and you have the slightest bit that's wrong with the
How can
problem.
you talk about divine mathematics and call God a he?
Yeah, you're right. He, she, the whole, you know, because that's put in my
It would be a he,
subconscious
she.
since I
It
was
would,
young, bro. That's been put in my
okay, so
subconscious.
all I'm saying is that we have to be, you saying that we have to be mathematical. Let's be mathematical and we
I'm
talk
trying to
as we
explain
talk.
to you, bro. I'm trying to explain to you. So let's say life is the mathematical equation. So the minute you take one variable out of that equation, the whole answer is wrong. That's what they taught us in math class. It don't matter how close you think you are, the answer will be wrong. It's the same thing with life, bro. If you're not on that divine frequency with the raw living foods, you out of that equation. Everything is time and everything is precise.
That's all belief. I just
That's
proved
belief?
that wrong. I just proved that wrong just now. That what you're talking about is belief. That's belief system. That's your belief system. That's not facts. I'm telling you're speaking to me in words. I'm giving you facts, undeniable facts. RNA, go study it. It does not break down even if you cook it. It doesn't matter. It's still you're still in communication, brother. I just look. He just said it doesn't matter. Listen.
Stable. And these molecules don't break down. So that you always are getting active genetic regulating molecules from the food you eat. Good idea now to think about what
It doesn't matter.
Food.
You could cook the food, freeze the food. It still does not affect the microRNAs, which play in regulating your genetic code, which actually puts you in tune with the universe. The universe talks in code, and that code is genetics. It's genes. And if we're not talking about genes, we're not talking about mathematics. We're talking about fa la 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 la, your personal experience. And I don't have time for that. I came here to actually prove to you that it doesn't matter if you cook the vegan food or not. I gave you the facts. You can tell me about your subjective beliefs all day on a personal call, but I can't. I just proved it to you just now, bro.
And yo, I respect it. At least you let me talk. And like I said, I want to say one more thing for the people that's watching, bro. I'm gonna give y'all what I live by and how I live.
No. You could do no. If it's not facts, then I can't let you do that. You can't just hit people with the subjectivity. You can't tell, well, I live my life like this. This is how I live my life. But that we talking about mathematics. You said you base your life in mathematics. I just gave you the facts. I gave you the facts, and now we're having cognitive dissonance. You should be like, you know what, brother? Thank you. You should say thank you, because now I'm gonna go get me a goddamn vegan burger. Go get you a vegan burger, bro. Go get you a goddamn. No, for real. What I'm saying is this: now you can implement it whenever you want it. You can actually play with it now. You can say, you know what? I'm gonna have this here. I'm gonna have some homemade fries. I'm gonna have potatoes. Or I'm just saying, you like many others can stay in that realm of that paradigm. Which I'm telling you, you don't have to. You don't have to be stuck in that paradigm of belief. I just showed you with facts in mathematics that no matter if you cook the food or not, if it's vegan, it's in tune with the universe. If it's come from the earth and it's organic without any genetically modifications, then it's in tune with the universe. It organically comes out the house. We are allowed to eat.
All right, bro. Like I said, all respect to you. You know, I'm heading out there in November, bro. I plan on heading out there. I'm taking a group of people with me. And like I said, we could bust it up. You know,
Don't do it. Don't do it.
You said don't do it. Why
don't
not
do it? Don't take nobody ass with you. Let me tell you something. These motherfuckers is all. And go ahead, do it. I'm just going. I have to tell you what I already been through publicly. I'm telling you, my first group of people were a whole bunch of my own demons, and all the things that I had to overcome was in those people. I'm telling you to be careful, very careful. Get yourself right all the way before you start letting in people into your life. Because people will feed off your motherfucking energy. And study. Just get as much as information as you can in first, because you think you know, but you don't. It's so much in the details that's gonna make you fall on your ass. I'm telling you. It's so much out here. And I've been out here a little longer than you. I'm just telling you because I care about you for real.
No doubt.
And I know what I'm talking about. And I can prove it to you. And if I can prove it to you, then therefore you have to respect the facts and the mathematics. All you gotta do is study RNA. Study CRISPR too, yo. CRISPR's deep, yo. Deep. Real
all right,
deep.
bro.
I love myself.
All right, take it easy.
All right, y'all. So there it is. There it is. We already seen it. There's proof. The proof is in the. Go study your microRNAs, because that's what we're getting as far as nutrition. You know what I'm saying? From our diet. When we're talking about communication in the universe and being in harmony with the universe, We're talking about microRNAs. And what's altering your genes, altering your mind. And what's altering your mind is altering your energies. And so you have to study your astrological energy. When we study our astrological energy, then we know our minds and our spirit. Once you know your spirit, you know how to feed your motherfucking self. First of all, you know you're not going to eat nothing that's not in communication with the earth and raw. You know what I'm saying? You can eat it raw. We eat fruit, but we enjoy it. We're smart. We know that the microRNAs are not broken down in the food that we cook. So we good. So we still eat. And I'm still smart. And I'm still healthy. And I'm still thriving. And it's working. And it's based in facts. So therefore, here's the facts for it. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I love myself, yo. Y'all hold it down. I'm going to put all this shit on YouTube. And it is what it is. All right? Peace.